Hello, my name is Stacy, and this is Living It Up Over 50, and today I have a push-pull workout for you. I'm not going to be doing the whole workout, but I will be showing you what to do and tell you what you need to know so you can do it. A push-pull workout is good if you want to do something, let's say, 3 times a week and take some days off in between for other things that you want to do, like yoga or HIIT. I like push-pull. I like changing things around, seeing what works out for me. So I'm an ACE certified trainer, and I'm doing this video for 50 years and up, but anybody can do it. We're all beginning. Even if you're 18 to 80, we're all beginning. So even though this is to get people 50 and up to recognize that they can build muscle and they can work out, any age can do this. So today we're going to start with our lower body because it's the biggest muscle and we want a lot of energy. Well, we need a lot of energy to work them. So I thought that I would show you today how to do a squat. A lot of people that come to the practice want to know how to do the squat correctly. They don't feel like they're doing it correctly. So a good method is you're going to stand with your feet a little bit more than hip width apart, and your hips aren't that wide. So if a wider stance will just work more on the outer. Okay, so then you're going to hold in your abs. Now, you're going to have weights, but right now I'm not using weights because I'm showing you. To start and to practice, you may not even need weight because it's hard to learn because you're focusing and you want to do the right form. You've got to get the form down first. So don't worry if you don't have weights, it's actually better. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in, put some air in your belly, and then you're going to squat down, touch the bench, and then you're going to come push up. You're pushing up through your heels. So take the air in, and on the way up you can breathe out. It's important to have that air in your belly. It protects your spine, especially when you're going to be doing more weights, which you will, because you will get stronger. Down, 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 touch the bench, come up. So this is a really good form. I'm sitting down right now because I want you to see that it kind of resembles a number 4. Now, my back isn't up like this because then I'd be putting too much pressure on my lower back. So we're going to lean forward a little bit. So it can resemble the number 4 if you look at it that way. Okay? So come up using your heels and breathe out. Very good. So now we're going to be doing deadlifts with dumbbells. Okay, so I'm going to take light dumbbells because we're learning and we don't want to hurt ourselves. I'm trying to get so I could be in the camera. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, so for a deadlift, you want to come down and start like this. Well, anyway, because you might be using a barbell or dumbbells, but I like to start like this because it's not a good idea to set yourself up in the beginning without starting like this. So the weights are going to be by your toes. Your knees aren't going to be that bent, so you're going to come up on your knees. What you're going to do is you're going to push your hips back and your arms are coming down. So when you, I kind of screwed that up. You're going to come down like this. Now, this is the position you're going to be in before you lift up. So take a breath in. You want to lift your chest up. You're kind of looking down though. And then you just want to use your back, legs, and glutes to get you up. Now to come back down, your hips are going out, You're bringing those weights close to your, you're bringing the weights close to your legs. On the way down, now you can, when you get past your knees, you can bend them. And then the weights by the toes, and then you're going to repeat. Okay, hips out, down. Now you can bend. You're bringing them back by the toes. Good. Now repeat. Okay, hips back, come down. Now you could bend. Once you get past your knees, the weights go to the toes. Okay, so you want to, I'm going to go over this again. Your chest is up, your rib cage is in. You're going to take a breath in and then push up. When you're pushing up, you can breathe out. Okay, let's do it one more time. You're going to push your hips back. You're going to come down. Your knees are going to come down then. You want to touch the toes. Okay, bring, the chest is up. Take a deep breath in, and then come up and breathe out on the way up. So, really train for that, because you want to get a really good form. You don't want to hurt your back or hurt anything. So practice that regularly. If you can't really get the form or you're not sure, hire a personal trainer. They'll help you and they'll watch you. You really should be watched and trained for that. This is just beginning. You could even use no weight. I just wanted you to get the feel. And we're not using heavy weights, but when you do get stronger and you want to use heavy weights or you want to use a barbell, I suggest you get a trainer, because everything's got to be tight. You can't be loose and jiggly. You don't want to hurt yourself. Everything's got to be tight. Okay? Now, let's go back to the fun stuff. So we're going to do a chest press. I'm going to do it on an incline, working the upper chest muscles. I'm not going to take heavy weight, because we're just beginning. Okay, so you're going to sit back on the bench. Your weights are going to be by your chest, like so. Okay, so then you're going to push up. When you push up, you're going to breathe out. We are not hyperextending the elbows. We're keeping the elbows soft. So breathe up, come down, where the weights are perpendicular with your chest, and then push up. Now when you push up, thinking about your chest squeezing. And a good count would be up for 2, down for 4. You do not want the gravity to be taking over. Now, what I wanted to say is, when I say soft elbows, I just mean not extended to the point where they're hyperextended. Oh, like just have it in your mind that they're slight bit, so that you don't put the weight on your elbow, because then you will hurt your elbow. Now, when you know that you need to take a break when your form is not right. So, for example, if I'm pushing up like this, trying to get this weight up, or I'm wiggly and I'm pushing and pushing, then you know that you take a rest. Now, we're not going to take a rest because we're doing an opposing muscle, which is an opposite muscle, so that would be our rest time. So we're going to turn around and we're going to do a back row on an incline. And if you don't have a bench, I will show you something after. So you're going to lay on the bench, relax. Your arms are down right now. You're going to pull them, thinking about your elbows pulling back as far as you can go. So now the weights are by your chest. Hold it for 2 seconds and then bring it down for a count of 4 and breathe out. Now bring it in. Let it out. Now continue that. We're going to do about 8 to 10 repetitions for these exercises for each set. And then we can alternate and do 3 sets of each. So, for example, I would start to do my chest presses again after I rested for a few minutes. Or 1 minute. It's however long you want to keep your heart rate up for. You can do 30 seconds. It just depends. Try to catch your breath. Now, this is if you don't have a bench at home. You're going to bend over. The abs are in. The knees can be slightly bent. Just make sure that back is straight. And you're going to bring your elbows up. Keep them close to your body. Bring them down slow. Then bring them back up. And then down slow. Again, keeping those elbows from hyperextending and just, you don't want to bring the weights all the way, like just let the weights go down like that. Like that. No. Even if we're keeping our back straight. Because we're letting gravity take the weights over. So look. The weight isn't on the muscle anymore. So when you bring it up, hold it, and then bring it down for 4. Total control of the weights. And then bring it back up before you can lose that weight on the muscle. Before you lose the tension. So just practice. You'll get it. If you have any questions, just send them in the comments. So now, we did the chest and the back, doing push and pull. So the chest was a push, and the back row, bent over row, was a pull. Okay, now let's do shoulders with a push and pull. Taking lighter weights for the shoulders, because shoulders don't need as much weight. Be careful with shoulders. I always tell that to everyone. Don't go crazy. So you're going to come, you're going to keep your elbows perpendicular with your shoulders. Then you're going to push up. Again, keep the elbows soft. Come down. Up. And then come down. Up. And then come down. So that would be your shoulder press. And now, let's do an shoulder upright row. So, you're going to put your weights in front of you like so. Always keep your shoulders back and down. Relax your neck. You're going to bring the weights up using your elbows. Think about using your elbows to bring those weights up as opposed to your wrists. Your elbows are higher than your wrists because that's what you're using to bring these weights up. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now, see, if I went like this, then I would know to take a break because my form isn't good anymore. And if you can keep going, and you can do like 20, then you can up your weights because you know that you can do more weights. So I suggest you get a journal and write down what weight you used that day. Put an hour up if you have to go up in weight. Put an hour down if you have to go up in weight. And don't put an arrow if you want to keep that weight for next time because that's a good weight for you right now. Now I'm going to put these back. Oh no, maybe I won't. I'm going to put, let's do the arms now. So, we're going to do curls, bicep curls. Now, when you're doing a bicep curl, I want you to keep your elbows close to your hips as possible and glue them there. Now, I don't want you to grab these weights like you're holding on for life. You're holding the weights. You don't want to waste your energy on your hands by grabbing those weights too hard. So just hold them. Now, and then you have the grip with the thumb around, an over grip of the thumb. So the thumb isn't on the same side that you're gripping. The thumb comes around. Now you're going to curl. I'll show you from the side. You're going to curl, and then when you feel you think about the bicep muscle, which is the funny bone. Think about that muscle. And when you feel like, oh, I feel it, then bring it down and then bring it back up. Now, I don't want you to bring it all the way down because look what we just did. We just took the weight off the muscle. So bring it up to, and even if you bring it up too far, you're taking the weight off the muscle. So bring it up where you feel the squeeze, and then bring it down, and then bring it up, and in control, bring it down. This is why weight training is very therapeutic, because you have to really focus on what you're doing, focus on the muscle, look in the mirror, and watch the magic happen. Okay, great. Now we're going to do the back of the arm, which is the opposing muscle. Now this was the pull exercise, and the push would be the tricep extension. Okay, so your back is bent, and you want a straight back. Your elbows are coming up to your waist, and they're staying there. They're glued to your waist. And then, like a hinge, the lower part of your arm is going to straighten out. And then you're going to hold it for 2 seconds, and then slowly bring it back. Straighten out that arm, and bring it back. Now, the top of your arm is still, and it's stuck to your hips and waist. It's stuck there. And you will feel the back of your arm working. This is the spot that the women really like to get so they can wear their tank tops in the summer without having wings. So that was your push. Now, practice this. I don't expect you to know all this and get this in one session. Keep coming back to this video if you need to and follow along with it. Now, what I said was you can do 3 sets. Well, start off with 1 set of each. Then for like, you can skip days because you want to let that muscle rest. So say you did Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, your push and pull routine. In between you would rest, and then you would maybe start with 1 set because you're a beginner, a very beginner. Then if that felt okay, then next week start with 2 sets. So for example, we started with the chest. So you would do chest, then you would do back. Then you would rest for 30 seconds, do chest, and then do back. And then you could add in another set the next week. So you will be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions for these exercises. And you don't need to rest unless you're out of breath because you're doing opposing muscles. So as that muscle is resting, you're working on another muscle. So that is your rest. So let me know what you think in the comments. I am an ACE certified trainer. So if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. If you like this video, press the like button and share this with your friends and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you for watching.